What's up, Jamal? How you doing, sir? Alright, let's kick that stream open. How about that? What's up, guys? Good evening. Hope you're doing fantastic. On my side, I am. It's been a crazy week already, and we're just Wednesday, but like really shit ton of things happened. Here are a mess, probably due to the headset all day long. So yeah, welcome back to another stream on the Datsun, where we are trying to keep going on the exhaust system. What's up, Jamal? Hope you're doing. No.
Shut up.
What? Wow. Go in bed. Go in bed, little NPV. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. I'm gonna make you shut the fuck up. So yeah, so welcome back. We are going to try to continue. Oh my god, that guy's annoying already. Damn. Go in bed, sir. You need it. How you doing? How's the thumb? Are you able to use it now, or is it still painful? Hope it's not too bad. So what are we up to today? We're gonna try to figure out how to install that thing here, that beautiful little piece. Yeah, it's pretty usable now, thanks, healing pretty well. Let's go, we love to see that. When nothing too heavy is touched, it's helping a lot, I guess. And I feel like I receive a back. Hola, hola, hola. How you doing, sir? NPV was there to annoy me while you were in ad break, so it's all good. I want to check because I feel like I haven't received the proper parts again from Amazon, because I ordered some piping for the turbo system, and I have some 2 inches. I have a 3 inches. Why do I have a 3 inches? I think it's for what I want to do here. Okay, bye. Here, just have a piece of clean stainless pipe there. So it's really a 3 inches. I don't get why I ordered that. I must be dumb, lol. So yeah, we're gonna try to take a look at what's up with our little thing here, the wastegate and everything. I feel like I'm gonna have a bit of a thing to do. Who are you calling annoying? Also, why do you want me to go to bed? Because it's late for you? Duh. Oh my god, I have a new thing on the stream for when it's the time for a story and everything. I hope it won't trigger now. And oh, it's so good. Oh, it's only 11 right now. Yeah, I guess it's early for me right now too. I feel like it's already late, but it is not. Fair. So that, why is that so big or so small? Let's see. That's one of the pipe there. I have another part right there, and basically we need to figure out that tube, what we're gonna be able to do with it. That's literally loose on it, but here that is fitting flush, that sleeve there, so that could be a way to use it. But that one, I'm betting, is the one also fitting perfectly. Yep, for that one. So this is more how, this is more likely of a good way to use it. So, Ah, ça continue chaque lundi et mercredi à partir de maintenant. What up? 28 months! Crazy. Bonsoir, comment vas-tu? J'espère que tu as une bonne journée. Scam on 750, why? Hey, why did it break? All right. Let me check that. What? Because I added a new thing and I think it broke everything. Oh no, it's because it's not connected anymore, right? Yep. Let me do this. I'm always forgetting when I'm bringing my setup from inside the house to here, show info, that, copy that. Let's go there. That, okie dokie. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Huddle. Nice, let's go. Ouais, nous autres aussi, il va falloir attaquer ça, la galerie à l'avant. Mais plus dans le genre, la refaire de A à Z. Alright, is it working now? Let's go, it's working. Let me go there, there, there. Hup, hup. And all the way down, I should have Jamal. And I'm gonna refund your points. There you go, sir. I'm a pro now. Let's go. All right, so what are we up to? For those who haven't been here in a while, we have a turbo manifold now. Let's see it. Dual side. Dual side. All right, I know why it's not picking up the right mic. Do we bet? Look at this, voice control, setting, hey, wrong mic. There we go. And now it's hearing me. Dual side. There we go. So we are up here getting pretty much ready. This exhaust is pretty much all completed up to the turbo, except one little thing, which is around here. We're gonna need to make the fitment for the wastegate, because it's cool. Now we will have like 100% of the power the engine can provide to the turbo and boost that straight into the engine if we were to leave it like that. However, this is not like a proper way to do it, because that would overspin the turbo, and so it wouldn't be great because you have no control with it. So we need to add that little cool looking piece of technology right here to basically bring some, not all, but some exhaust gas. So it's gonna be a smaller tube, but we need to bring a bunch of exhaust gas through here so we can release the pressure and make sure we are not spinning the actual turbo too much. So looking at it, 500 km en 2 jours, let's go. So looking at it, basically we're gonna need to do that. And once this is assembled here, we're gonna be basically looking for pushing that somewhere around here. Now, feel like I'm gonna be missing a bunch of stuff because I have only one small piece for the part that's going back into the exhaust. I mean, that could technically work, but I feel like I'm gonna be missing something here. And we're supposed to have also a flex joint over there for that thing here. Yep. So we also have a little flex joint just like that, so that we're gonna be able to push the exhaust gas back in, and it's gonna be able to flex a little bit because this here and the exhaust, the actual exhaust, are going to grow and expand at a different speed based on the temperature. So yeah, who needs a blow-off valve? We want all the boost. Well, this is a wastegate. The blow-off valve is what's doing the well, more the sound. The is when you have no blow-off valve, and we might have both of those sound on the car, because basically my blow-off has a 11 psi spring, which means technically wouldn't open until 11 psi. Since full boost we're gonna be at 15, it means that when running the low boost setup, it should not open and maybe do the little noise, which will be kind of cool, not gonna lie, but hey, we'll see how that's going. So from there, let's take a look on how we're gonna manage our assembly. Don't tell me that too often. So yeah, so first thing first, I think I'm gonna be throwing some parts on the ground, and then I'm gonna be releasing the valve. So you can see how that's working. It is just a valve doing boop and releasing the gas in the exhaust. So this is what we're gonna take a look at, but for now I'm gonna be, oh wait, is that an, oh no, okay, it's the seat. Okay, I see how it's going. All right. Let me check. There's different thingy happening in here. What's up, Mr. Pound? Can that get fully released? Nope. Okay, so that's, we have these parts here, and that part's going in there to basically act as a seal for the piston here. So, well, the valve actually. So this is going that way, and this is going to seal. But for now, while we're sitting that in place, we don't need that just yet. So I'm gonna be here assembling that and that. Okay, yeah, and that's gonna seal together. Perfect. Front cam. How you doing, Mr. Pound? Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. So that, and if I'm putting that here, let's grab the actual thingy to release that. It's an Allen key. It is you, sir. When do I get paid for my commission for every fuck me play?
Bin tabernacle.
Never.
Say on turbo to my lad. Ha bin tabernacle.
That's a good one. That's an excellent one. It is kind of a big turbo, yeah. It is not small. Definitely not small. That's what she said. There you go. That, let's do this. So I'm gonna be connecting the flange already on the wastegate so that I'm gonna be able to see a little bit better where everything's supposed to be sitting. So let's just do that. What do you want, NPD? Did you know you've got a bench on your chest? Yeah, that's crazy, right? You want to sit on it? If you say yes, I might put it on my face. Wink, wink. All right, that, and I've thrown a part right on the ground. Hopefully I haven't damaged it. Nope, we're all good. So I'm gonna put that back in here, and we're gonna do the same trick of adding the flange on it. Oh boy. What? Are you making a hawk of yourself? You're gonna feel, you're gonna say it's awkward in here and blah, blah, blah? Is that what's going to happen? Are you going to say you hate it here? Into sent to his own Arnie jail soon. Wow. All right, that's not seated properly. No, it is. All right, so we're getting that in place right now. You're going to be a gatekeeper. There you go. So there we go. This is our assembly here. So we need a piece of pipe, and part of it being that one that was, well, we have that's gonna go somewhere in there, but that piece here is plugging straight into that basically. But obviously I'm gonna need some straight parts or something like that eventually, because you know, it needs to orientate towards the exhaust, but not being like something a bit funky. So we're gonna have to reorder a piece of tube, of straight tube of that size, which I thought I did, but obviously it seems like a nope. Not at all. The smallest piece of tube I have is that one right now. So yeah, doesn't really match together. So we're gonna have to find out a little piece of that. Oh, and that's why I ordered a 3 inches stainless pipe. It's to be able to weld that a bit better in there. Yeah, that's true. So there's that, and then at the bottom here, well, you know what? It seems like it was supposed to be that, and it is not fitting. It is not fitting exactly. I can still weld it together. I'm not too afraid of that, so we might just go and do that. But it's not going in the lips right there, so this is not a good start for tonight, not gonna lie. I'm gonna check what's the measurement and if I could actually find a pipe the size of what I need here. This is almost fitting that one here, but yeah, I'm gonna check that right away. This and if we need to order something else, well, at least I'm gonna be able to start working on the exhaust system at the back, so, well, behind the turbo, so that's no big deal. 48 millimeter. Let's do that. So 48 mil. Let's go on Amazon. So how was your day, guy? Hope it was fantastic. Welcome to everybody joining right now. There. 48 mil stainless steel. It's not something common, I feel like. Who wrote to me there? 48 mil exhaust tube. "45 degrees." That will be kind of perfect, to be fair. But that will be here in 2 to 3 weeks. That's probably why I didn't order one, actually. That one, stainless steel, 51 mil. That one, yeah, it's just out of size compared to the usual. What is 2 inches? It's probably that, 51 mil. 2 inch, 2 millimeter. Yeah, 51 mil. So, that's a good actual question for that one. I kind of need that. Like that side, I cannot do it until this is actually mounted in place, and I kind of need that to sit properly in place for that to work okay. So, and I don't want to put that part at the bottom here because that's not logical really. You want that to be solidly mounted to the manifold, and the flexible part being the discharge pipe that's going back in the exhaust. Some people will do what is 2 inches. Yikes. Some people will just do that and vent it to atmosphere through the hood, but that's not really what we want. Even if that will be cool because it will be shooting flames. So that will be freaking sick, but it won't happen. So we are left with a bunch, just a few options, but nothing crazy, honestly. Can I go, let me check, an adapter, maybe an adapter from 2 inches to like 51 mil to 48 mil. 51 millimeter to 48 millimeter adapter. I see something here. Yeah, no, 3.8 to 5.1. Yeah, I think it's gonna be hard to find. So I feel like the best idea here is maybe really going to be that against that and getting welded. I mean, why not? Right? If I'm welding the flange right at the bottom there, it should work. Dual side. So yeah, I don't really have a plan right now, so I'm just like brainstorming while kind of chatting to you guys. But yeah, the idea is to fit that somewhere around here, close to that bend here, because it's gonna like give us a good exhaust flow technically, and bring that somewhere around here so it sits right on top. Maybe just like that as a straight piece of pipe, because that can be twisted a little bit. It's just that we need to think of exactly where we want to throw it in there. I thought about doing a kind of an angle like that. And I need to make sure I'm clearing the front here by quite a lot, because otherwise we're gonna push heat right next to that piece there, so that's not ideal, let's be honest. So imagine that, okay? I've already been chatting about it, but basically this turbo is a twin scroll. Right now our setup is a single scroll setup, which means we just have one wastegate for both bank of the turbocharger. So we could gain even more power out of that unit if we were doing a twin scroll. But a twin scroll will mean fitting two of these in here somewhere. That will be mental, honestly. That will be just so hard to fit that there. It will be really crazy. Like, one thing I could technically take a look at is sending it underneath somewhere there, but even there I don't have a lot of space left. I could try to like push it somewhere around here or something, and like being really close to that technically. Like, I could really be just like in here and it will be okay. But again, what I'm trying to avoid is the amount of heat close to all the component from the water pump. So pushing that a bit higher here will help me prevent a lot of the heat to go straight into those parts here. And also basically, I'm thinking about my little piece of pipe here going back in the exhaust, and it's probably going to do something like that and plunge back in here, because we have a bit more space on top of the turbo than actually on the side of it. I just need to make sure I'm not going too high at the front. Like, I have a bit of play here, but I really need to make sure I'm not going like way too high. But somewhere around here could be actually not bad. I'm gonna change the side of that flange, and we're gonna take a look at this. Geeky stuff tonight. Let's send that towards there. That. Yep, I feel like that might be pretty much the best way to do it. Maybe even if I was to go like this and do a little bend in there, we might cut a few bends, because we really need that piece of tube to go out here, bend, and or like that at the front there to the radiator, so that's gonna be hard not to melt that. All right, well, I feel like the best way to start that project there is going to be to create just a small piece of pipe. So we might cut just 4 inches of that pipe and start working our angle on top here, and then maybe do a few pie cuts to bring that up and send it towards where we want it to be oriented. Because like here we will just basically go around that and just like notch it a bit like we did here, but on top so it catch the flow like this, already pointing up a little bit. I don't really have a good way to explain it, but like I'm saying that, but honestly just a straight piece of pipe right where I want it to be could work too. It's hard to decide what I want to do with it. Like we don't want to be 90 degrees, but here that's a pretty solid looking band. Like angle, I mean. Like if I was to cut it around here. I'm gonna take a mark, we're gonna check. I'm gonna cut a piece. We have a few tries. I have 2 pipes like this, so we have a couple of tries to be fair. So here, basically somewhere around there, and I'm gonna cut even a little bit more than that, just so we are a little bit safer, and we're just gonna have to trim that. There we go. So we're gonna start working with that and maybe try to notch it once it's gonna be notched. Well, to notch it, we need to determine the angle, but once the angle is gonna be determined, we're gonna try to maybe notch it. But now the idea is to set the height, like an approximative height for that, and thinking that we need to notch it, so it's gonna go down a little bit. But yeah, somewhere around here will be pretty cool. So if it's ending up around here at first and we notch it and it goes down, that will be perfect. And the angle, I'm gonna try to fit something around probably here or something like that. I don't want to go too much here, we'll see. Maybe even there could work. Don't want to be too close to the belt. Bunch of things. Some people are just welding that straight to the housing here, so it could be like there, and that could work. That's crazy. But like cast iron like that, it's really risky to weld on that, so I'm not taking a chance there, that's for sure. Because it is doable, but it is really an art to succeed doing that. All right, let's cut a piece of tube. Loud noise. All right, finally. So yeah, I've done a job for someone yesterday. Last night repairing some trailer lights, and guess what? I disconnected the actual saw. So let's go ahead and reconnect that, right? Let's do this. Loud noise. Loud noise. Focus. Oh, I'm gonna wait. All right, so let's see where this is pushing us. So if I was to do that, notch it around here, that will go a bit further down. And basically, is it something I could see myself using as a setup? Legit, we might be looking into something quite interesting here. Not even going to lie, I feel like that could be just the setup we need. I'm just afraid of that being a little bit too close. So we might try to push that here. So I might try to, just take a mark here and see how we're doing with that. I don't know, like I'm gonna be able to cut it down a little bit, so we're gonna be able to make sure we're clearing the hood. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm already clearing it right here, but I have a fitting to put on top and stuff like that, so I'm gonna need to bring it down for sure. And once we're there, we're gonna be able to twist it. So yeah, here might be the actual setup there. Just that, right on top there. It still allows us to remove the turbo, to deplug driver's side, to unplug all that, and remove it without having something in our way. Really, well, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit in our way when we need to bring that, but again, we bring that up and out, so it will work. Yep. So let me take a mark. My pen is right there. Can I reach it? Yeah. So that will be the idea here. You can see it, right? Yep. So basically, that will be the main idea, notching in that and having the pipe just like I said it there. So basically almost looking straight up, but since we have an angle in here, we're actually not going to be 90 degrees with it. So it should work really, really well. Ideal setup will be here, but that's too close to that. So I'm still okay with where it's gonna end up here. We can also like maybe move it a little bit further away by notching on the side here, but center is probably the most efficient place to be. So I think it's gonna be that and that. So yep. Now, how do we notch that? We do remember our actual setup there, so we need to find where we are actually going to slide that into, but it is hard to have a good looking angle here. And I'm gonna need to take a look of how much distance at the top we have. I'm gonna just eyeball it for now. So if I was to put that back there and that on top another time, hoping not to throw that wastegate to the ground because that will suck. Basically, my ideal setup will be around here probably. Maybe a little more to the back like this. Like that can go close to the turbo because this is the hot side. It's gonna be freaking hot already, so it can be quite close to it, to be fair. That I can be quite close. Right now that's my actual thing here that's clamping on it. That will be a pretty good distance. Pretty much a little bit more than about a finger. A finger, I can put that on top there. Gonna try to, I'm afraid to drop that on the ground, so I'm gonna put it in a safe spot there. I just anyway moved the pipe, but basically If I line up those marks looking here, I should be good. Should give me a good help figuring out a bunch of things here. So we could start by just going on and trying to do the notch for that part here, because that's gonna bring everything down. Then we're gonna chop the top, but yeah, I think just a piece of straight tube is gonna do it. Best idea will be to do something sick, like a little bend here, going a bit in the similar kind of bend of that, but pushing it up here and all. That will be fancy, but to be fair, just a straight piece of tube like that one here, going like that I can set here like that, like this, will do pretty much the same exact job, so we won't complicate our life. We're just gonna go with that and install that right here. Then we're gonna bring the wastegate in, tack it, make sure everything's there. We need to also remove the turbo, put the gasket in there. We're gonna be able to start our actual exhaust system at the back here, and from there we're gonna see where we end up. So let's freaking go. Notching time. So I'm gonna put the wastegate away, but not too far because we're gonna need it eventually. I could bring the turbo gasket in, so because we're gonna need that to figure out, because this is like a metal gasket, so it has a thickness. It's not a lot, but it's enough to create a spacing here. So we're gonna make sure we have that in place, just so we can actually figure out the real height of the turbo, like where it's gonna sit and all. So we're gonna see where we line up with the actual exhaust system and everything. I need to find my 14 mil. Did I use it for my job yesterday? I don't think so. So where is it? It should be right around here, my 14 mil. Is it the one I drop on the ground? Nope. Why do I not have a 14 mil close to me? 13, 15. Let's find the 13, the 14. For 14. It's not in here. I don't have any in here actually. That's weird. Ah, there we go. Found it. So we're gonna do that. Let's disconnect the turbo again. For the 1,000th time in the last 2 weeks. Let's disconnect that turbo. Pump, 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 pump. Yep, because after that it's gonna be a real intense job to get our thing going here. Oh, I'm gonna need to take a look, but I think with my ECU I'm also going to be able to use it to send an output for the odometer, and need to take a look if I can do something for the tachometer. But for the RPM, well, no, the tachometer actually should be able to make it work with the ECU from what I've seen on the internet. It's gonna be a good school to learn how to use my ECU setup, but it's gonna be so good. All right, there we go. That. Let's bring that up. Turbo's out. Put that on the bench. And now, since I've decided to go with actual stud setup in there, it's gonna be easy to just put the gasket in place and set the turbo again on it. Do that. So here we go with our vibrant gasket. So like I've already said in the turbo industry, Vibrant Performance is a really well-renowned company. So there we go. There we go. We're gonna try to sit it properly in place. So there. Now the worst one at the back there. Fuck. I'm dropping it at least once. Every single time I'm trying to put it in there. There we go. There, can already see that we got quite a good gap there. I'm gonna bring the other one. We're gonna sit it with 4 this time, since we won't be removing it for a while. I really want to make sure it's gonna be sitting in its kind of final spot. Here, I think I'm gonna need to release that one a touch, just so I can lift it up a touch. Put the nut in place, then drop it, hold it. Nailed it double time. Oh, I'm too old for that shit. Right, I'm gonna do the third one here. That's super easy. There we go. So we're just missing that small one stuck underneath the actual turbo system. Let's twist it this way. I'm gonna have a better access to it. Not really. Just a real hard stuck place. Come on. Oh. Ah. Was close, but not yet. There we go. All right. Still missing a bit of hardware in there, but it's gonna do the job for now. That. That. That, and the one at the back here again. That's pretty much it. It's not fully crushed, so we're gonna need to take a look at that eventually. But there we go. Yeah, we can see there's little gap in here created by the gasket itself, so we might have to take a look and clean that thing there a little bit more, but it shouldn't be too bad. So from there, everything's braced together. You can see a bit of flex there due to the flex pipe, which is perfect. This is what it's meant for, so really cool. So there, yeah, let's start trying to notch that piece of tube here. So how are we going to do that? I'm wondering. It is basically almost a flat surface. So I will need to be drawing a line. But again, that's technically because I have no clue. Like I cannot push that behind that or whatever, so. We have no clue by how much we want to do that. Because basically that will mean I could measure technically that point here, reproduce that there, do the little curve, the same kind of curve we have here, up there. Oh, it's hard, man. It's really hard to decide how to do that properly. Like technically, like if I was using just some logic here, it will be pretty much that distance here reproduced there, tracing a line from that bottom here to up there. Then we go with the rule of thumbs and we should get something decent out of it. So yep. Haha, Jeff will be proud. I'm gonna use my plastic ruler. That. So as a start, we set about one finger up there, pointing that way, 15 mil. 15 mil from flat. So that will mean on the other side here, let me clear a bit of space on top here. Boop. So right there, basically that will mean if I have eyes on that here, I could go right away and do my 15 mil, which is that one here, mark right there. So this is the space, like that thing here is the space that we had underneath our pipe right here. So from there, I could technically go ahead and draw a line here that will represent kind of the angle I need to do. Now from there, when I'm looking at it, my center mark will be here, center of that line. Maybe I'm a little bit off there. So center of that line will be here, and then it will be 1/3 the distance of, so what is it already? It is 1/3 the distance 1/3 of the diameter of the tube, but we don't know if it's that tube or the other one. So that one is, for example, 51 mil. So like 51 divided by 3 is not a beautiful number, let's be honest. 51 divided by 3, 17. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful number actually. So 17 mil will give us pretty much, doesn't make sense because it connects. Because if we were to look there, oh, that's my problem here. It's when I'm parallel there that I need to do my middle here, so it's actually more like that. So need to do that, and then from here now it will be like my 17. And since what we have there is 3 inches, is it 3 inches divided by 3, which means 1 inch will be our thing? Because if so, again, that makes no sense, because that will push us pretty much up there. So let's start with 17. So let me do it in the car actually, because that one I can do it there. Oop. Watch out for the fall. There we go. And I'm so used to pushing the cam down there, but we're actually on top now. So if I was to go there, 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 this is our actual thing, and 17 mil. Well, actually 1 inch could be working. 1 inch will push us right here. Because technically it will make more sense if the diameter of where we are merging it is changing that measurement compared to, yeah, because compared to if we're always merging that to whatever here or here, the notch will change, but the measurement will always be 17 mil if we are basing our measurement on that. Now here 3 inches, that's 1 inches. Here 2.5, well 2.5 divided by 3. So yeah, I feel like that could work. Let's try it, we'll see. We'll see. Front cam. Because right now I measured from the pipe and it's giving me this, so I think it's gonna be a guess to use that for now, and we're gonna see where we end up with that notch. Yep, so I have a small notch here, and we're gonna trim it like we trimmed the first one, and that's it. I feel like that's gonna be the easiest way kinda, so let's do that. I'm gonna move that. Dual front. There we go, so we have the bench here. So it's gonna be a bit spooky and sketchy, because basically I need to hold it in weird angles. That one's not too bad. It's when we're gonna be moving to the other side that's gonna be a bit weirder. But yeah, so it's a bit sketchy there, but hey, we're gonna make it work. So I need my line in the middle here to face up, and that's gonna allow me to cut my angle right there. Loud noise. All right, so I was about to sneeze, but it was a moment where, you know, when you're about to sneeze and it doesn't work, well, that was my kind of moment right there, and it wasn't really fun. All right, so obviously we're gonna have to trim that by quite a touch, but it seems like we are not far. Really, actually not far. Yo, that was almost a win there. Okay, we're far when we're putting that properly on both sides. Well, but there we go. So I'm gonna need to basically start working the back there for sure. I want to align that here and here. And again, let's maybe test it quickly with a little wastegate on top, just so you know we have a good idea of what we're doing. Just to give us a rough idea. Yo, that's looking sick. This is going like that. This could be going right here. And yeah, we can pretty much try to work that out a little bit better. Right there. And that twisted like that. Yep, we could have something decent here. I think I'm gonna redo my mark there because I feel like it's off by a touch. But we are getting somewhere with that. Definitely going somewhere with that. That's freaking nice right there. We just need to nudge that, and pretty much anywhere where it's ending up here, it will work. And then I'm gonna be able to just twist that a little bit somewhere. As long as we're not ending up against the cool side. But right here, that could work right there. Even here or here. Do I have a place where the gap is almost closed? Just for fun. So this is obviously too close to that. No, not really. All right, well, let's keep working on that, but that piece of pipe right there is almost working already. So that, and we connect that on top here, center to that, and GG, well played. Probably going to fit it there, then just tack the top part there, then we're gonna go again at the bottom. But first of all, we're gonna keep notching that. So we need to bring that to a point where it's simply going to connect properly against the pipe, and we're gonna have to also drill a hole in that said pipe. So first of all, let's start removing material at the front. So I'm gonna create a flat right at the front there. So let me erase almost every line except the one aligning the side, even the one at the back. We're gonna commit to something else because this is where it feels the most natural right now. So what I'm gonna do is do a new one. So this is the one we want to realign with that one here, right there. So this is giving us our base placement, and we're gonna go. What a calm stream tonight. Is there anybody alive in the chat? Damn, I feel lonely. Entertain me. I'm gonna need my other hand there to go at the back. I guess it's a same kind of stream as the last 2 weeks, so it doesn't help. All right, let's do that. Let's change the end there of my buffer, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to start working on that and make it smooth. Gonna try to make a smooth fitment. Where's my disc for that? I'm gonna push you back a little bit, guys. We're gonna try a new angle here. I'm gonna be working close to the car, so I'm gonna bring a chair and we're gonna start doing that right next to that here. So that there. Where did I put my buffing disc? That's perfect for that kind of job. So I'm gonna put the wastegate away for now because I don't want to damage it in any accident there. There is my disc. So that. That. Gonna put the earbuds and we're gonna be good to start buffing. I'm gonna be here like so. How's that? It's not bad at all. Man, my tool there is really in my way. So from here I'm gonna be starting doing that. So this is where I need to start. Loud noise. All right, so we got already a really good starting point there. My back section here is really not too bad. It's already starting to fit pretty well in there. I can just feel it sit in place and all. So what we're gonna focus on is the front here, because basically when I'm sitting it right here at the moment, I'm a bit far off my hot side of the turbo. So we're gonna try to focus on the inner side here to remove material to close the gap on both sides here, but at the same time getting closer to, you know, that hot side, because if I'm removing material, it's gonna sit it a little bit more like that. So honestly, like, the first cut we did wasn't close or far. It was just a good starting point, but due to another double bend in there, like it's a 45 degrees on the 45 degrees, I think, that one, and so it's not helping us at all for what we want to do. So, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and start working with the buffer and go a small step at a time until it fits where we want it to fit. So let's go. Loud noise. All right, just that is so freaking close compared to what it was. Like, legit, right now, I could probably weld it and get a success out of it. So I'm still going to try to figure out how to close the gap even more at the back here. That's where I'm missing a bunch. So if I want to go down there, I need to basically increase. I'm gonna have to buff a little bit everywhere around so it's falling back down there. So let's try that. Loud noise. That's almost there. Focus, boys. We are so freaking close right now. It's crazy. It's actually nuts. Like I'm here, sitting that right there. Almost no gap at all on that side. Like when I'm right here. I have one small gap there, but it's really not bad. I think it's even better if I'm sliding it off a little bit there. Let me check. This is almost the perfect notch. Yep, it kind of is. Honestly, I just have to smooth that top part to bring it back there. And we will be pretty good. So what exactly? Try something, but it's starting to feel pretty good. Loud noise. right there. Focus, voice. All right, so we have a notch here that is pretty much fitting spot on in place. So let me show you right there. This is sitting right here, and I have almost no play side to side. And when I'm looking from on top, I have just a really small gap of light. So I feel like we're gonna be good to set that in there. I feel like it's gonna sit right there, so we're gonna be able to remove our pencil mark, and we're gonna be good to mark that with our new setup there. Make sure we don't have a lot of gap from on top. Right there. Is that good? Oops, I'm putting pencil mark everywhere now. There. There we go, so we need to open that gap here, and that will work. We will be gravy with that. So, that being said, let's bring the wastegate one more time with us and see what that's giving us there, just so we have a good idea of where it sits. So I'm gonna push you back a little bit, guys. I'm doing that and that. What up, Hawk? How you doing? Hope you're doing great. It's lovely, I love it. So do I.
Get the fuck out of here!
What was, oh my gosh. I was like, no one has that sound as a custom sound. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, how good is that? That like this. And that orientated like that. Boom. Might slide it a little bit off. The height seems almost perfect right there. I'm afraid to drop it to the ground. Oh man, it's fitting so good right there. I might change it actually to sit right there. Even if it's pushing us a bit further, closer to that, it's gonna be okay. I want to believe. I just wanna sit there. Really just want to sit right there and hold there. And that one here is looking fantastic. It's just a little bit too close. Yo, that's freaking sick, let's be honest, it's looking good. Right on the edge of that. That's freaking looking good. I'm happy with how it's turning. That was aggressive indeed. How was your day, Hawk? How was your day, Mr. Pound? Hope you both had a wonderful day. Mine has been intense, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming super late tonight or anything. I think it's gonna be a chill, small stream to feel like I did something, did some progression, you know, and then I'm gonna go chill. Hawk, are you playing later? Are you playing a little bit later? Asking for a friend, you know? An okay day? Oh, not as good as yesterday, I guess. Did same or was a little bitch today? Is that what's up? That fucker. That lovely superior, I guess. Imagine you're at your job right now and I just name drop him and like freaking tell he's a little bitch. Oh my god, that will be awful. Or freaking funny, depends. 10-hour day only at home on some turkey. Let's go. Yeah, it felt like 10 hours for me too, even if it's not. But like, I'm kind of running on my 10 hours with working on the Datsun after my job, you know. Took like 30 minutes dinner break, 45, let's be honest, 45. Love to murder I am, but you aren't on loudspeaker. Phew! Imagine if oh my god, if I call him a little bitch. Oh, I have like an image in my head and it is so good. The face he will make, and I don't even know what he looks like, but I can only assume, like, I can guess it, I guess. Oh my god, it's so good. All right, there we go. How about that? I think that's gonna be our wastegate setup. Boop, right there. So we're gonna be able to drill a hole, expand it, then we're gonna remove the entire thing again, and yeah. But that's definitely part of the placement there. We really need to make sure if this is also the good length in the end, because it looks pretty good, to be fair, and I'm happy with the angle. We are less than I would have been so embarrassed, and at the same time it would have been the thing we will be chatting about in a year from now, right? Like, you've been playing with me, you can guess that I'm not really trolling when I'm playing, like, you know, what Blue did to me last night while we're walking, not even in an extract, shooting me in the leg, you know? I'm not the kind of guy to do that, really. And there's one clip on my channel on Sea of Thieves where I basically murdered both my teammates because I shoot them, I shoot a powder barrel, and it's one of the biggest troll I've ever done in a game, and this is memorable because I'm not doing them ever. What's up, chef? How you doing, sir? How you doing? Hope your day was fantastic. The best part last night when Blue trolled me by shooting me in the leg was when he said, like, how come you get confirmed lived on stream, you don't give a fuck, you're off stream getting shot in the leg and you're a bit mad? And I'm like, well, different, just different. I can expect a confirm live when bitbot is on. Cannot expect a teammate to shoot me in the leg just for fun. Yo, that's looking freaking great. I'm happy with it. Maybe we're gonna be able to bring it a little bit lower. like right there. But I kind of like the fact that the heat shield, because there's a heat shield here, that plate of metal, it's just above the hot side of the turbo when we're here. Like it will help preserve the powder coat from the top. Oh yeah, we might just go like that. We're gonna at least tack it in place and see if it's causing an issue. We're gonna put back the fender and put the hood on top and see if it's causing an issue. We're gonna also put our fitting on top here just to make sure. Finally home from a day of garage intakes. Damn, we were talking about you last night with Blue. That can't be good. Well, we know you fell asleep 2 nights ago while you were supposed to play. Let's say that right away. All right, there we go. Need to check, you can water cool those wastegate, but I don't think we need on our side to water cool them. But need to check on the internet if it's worth the trouble. So, front cam. Wastegate, how do we tell our wastegate what we need? We are plumbing. There's multiple ways to do it actually. Damn, that's cool. Love that. But the way we are probably going to do it is like that. We are plumbing a little nipple on top, which will be used to bring some boosted air in here just to tell a little reference here. And I'm doing that this way, but it's probably going to be a little bit different because that's gonna go to our boost controller. So here, let's make a good demonstration of what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find a spot where I can drop it. Let's grab the actual boost controller because this is a little piece of tech that is really, really cool. There it is, I think. Yup. All right, let's open up that thing. Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I already opened it. Chef's gonna know what I'm talking about, but basically, you have multiple ways to tell your turbo how much boost you want. One of the simplest way, and I had that on my WRX, is a boost controller that is just a knob you're screwing in to reduce the boost and unscrewing to actually increase the boost in the turbo. However, those one has one little problem. It doesn't communicate with the computers, and so because of that, if it's minus 30 outside or if it's plus 30 or stuff like that, it's gonna change the actual amount of boost going into your engine. Also, Chef is saying it, but basically it can be dangerous because basically it's only a mechanical thing, a mechanical screw, and it can work poorly. I had that on my WRX though, and it was working great. So when they are working great, there's no big deal, but otherwise, yeah, not actually the best. The other way is an electronic boost controller like this one. So this one basically is going to take a reference from the turbo. Even more dangerous on the Subaru. I guess so, but it worked great on mine until the timing belt snapped, but that's a story for another time. So basically we have wires. Those wires are going to communicate straight to the computer, and what that thing's gonna do is actually measure the amount of boost from the turbo, and with a vent on the side, it's gonna release the amount of pressure to actually tell the wastegate when to open up or to shut down. So basically from that here, we're gonna be able to measure and adjust from the computer how much boost we want in our turbo. greatest thing about it is that my computer is gonna also be wired to the transmission. I need to figure out something for that, but it's gonna be wired to my transmission, which means with an electronic boost control with like this one here, those wires connected to the computer, and the computer also looking at your transmission speed, like gear position, I'm gonna be able to tell the computer to tell this thing, all right, on first gear I want 25% of boost. On second gear, I want 50% of boost. On third gear, I want 75% of boost. On fourth gear, I want all of it. And that's freaking amazing. Yeah, that's Pog, honestly. That's really amazing. So basically, first gear, all the burnouts pretty much. I'm trying to make that thing stick to the ground, you know? So yeah, so basically that's gonna be my little idea with that. It's gonna be to have the possibility to adjust everything on the car. Now, with that said, that means I also need to take in consideration what kind of spring I'm putting in that thing, because that thing here has a spring that needs to be inserted at the top here, and that spring has a measurement associated to it, which is like a PSI measurement. So you have a 5 PSI spring, you have a 10 PSI spring, you have a 7 PSI spring. You can add them together to make a different number and stuff like that. You have a chart you can follow for that. What does that mean? Even if on that thing I was to say, hey, I want 5 PSI of boost, if I have a 10 PSI spring in the wastegate, I will never be able to do less than 10 PSI. No, it doesn't matter what this thing's telling that thing to do, the spring is gonna be a mechanical safety kinda, which will prevent it from opening until that amount of boost. Then this thing get engaged and push a bit of pressure on top of the spring to compensate and prevent it from opening from, let's say, if it's a 10 PSI spring in it, that thing's gonna add PSI on top of that 10 PSI spring to make it stay closed until, let's say, 15. So this is the idea here, and that's why you can adjust everything with that. On my side, I know 15 PSI should be around the maximum boost I want to run. I want to have the possibility to run on the street on wastegate pressure, which will be the spring in there, and reduce considerably the amount of power in the car, just for the sake of being fun to drive at 50 kilometers per hour on the street. So my plan is to run a 5 PSI spring in my wastegate, and then let that little thing go up to plus 10 PSI. So which means a total of 15 PSI for 600 wheel HP. So that's really the idea there. I'm gonna put it back in its thing. So that thing's gonna need to be mounted around here. So dual side. There you go. So probably what I'm thinking of, I need to get a reference from my turbo. The reference port is on the bottom side here. You can see it if I'm spinning that. That screw right here basically is going to be the reference port connecting to that here. Well, that side here. And basically I have a one, I think one is the filter, 2 is the turbo, 3 at the front here is to the wastegate, if I remember correctly. So we're probably going to run that somewhere around here. Maybe I'm gonna push those wires at the bottom there. I just want to make sure they won't melt, so we'll see where we're putting that. Could be around here too, we'll see. But yeah, I think it's gonna be somewhere around there, and that's gonna be our boost controller. My ideal thing, not gonna lie, will be to maybe I could push the reference through the frame rail and bring that on the other side there where all my electronic is, so that way it will just be cleaner, because I could like basically really say, hey, all the electronic in my car is around here, and that will be freaking perfect, to be fair. So we'll see what we're doing with that. Not impossible that we try to push it right around here. I don't know yet. We shall see. Yeah, I have a good place in here actually. Gonna have to think about it, but yeah, I think I might have a really good spot right here to mount it, and being on something that It can shake a little bit. We'll see, maybe I'm gonna put a bolt through it. But there's a bracket there that could be used. So, and I could bring my boost reference through the frame rail in there, then up to the wastegate. The closer the better though. Like legit, the closer the better. So right here will be technically better because I could just push that from there straight to the wastegate. Avoiding the heat is going to be the real deal here. Hidden in there, no, that's gonna be radiator. Maybe here, maybe it's gonna be right there actually. And then push the wire through here so we don't have any, yeah, that could be a good idea. If I was to push the wires through here, we'll see if the vent is really on that side. That could be a real good thing. I could just bring that here, put a holder on one of those bolts to hold the vacuum line through here, and push it right into the wastegate there. So it will be away from the heat, and that could run right through the frame rail and have a good signal up there. Nice. We'll see how that's going, but that's not a bad idea, I feel like. Really not a bad idea. So yeah, it's probably going to be mounted right here. Easy access to the turbo reference, easy placement for the vacuum line to go back into the wastegate. And we need in some places here, probably through the frame rail to put that T so we can have a reference for the computer and one for our boost gauge. So couple of things, but even there, the boost gauge, I can just put it into my actual intake. Like it can be plug and plumb in the intake, and I think the computer too actually, now that I think of it. So yeah, we'll see how that's going later on, but I feel like that controller won't be too bad to wire. Maybe we're even going to use a little Dutch connector that we're gonna push through here, so that way it's gonna live in the frame rail, and we're gonna output the wires here, or maybe even push them all the way to the inside of the car through the frame rail, because there's already wires going through. So yeah, that could be also an idea. Could fish that through the car right there, going inside the car and plug it in the ECU. We're getting there. Perfect. So now, what kind of things we're gonna need to drill that hole? Pretty sure we're gonna need that one, that we're gonna throw a hole right in the middle there, and then we're going to expand that all around. Or we're trying to go in two different ones. Nah, it won't work. So yeah, I'm gonna throw a hole right in the middle here, basically, and from there we're gonna open it up. So yep, let's drill the hole right now, because that's really decided where that thing's gonna live, and from there we'll see what we are doing next. Probably dismounting everything, like removing everything one more time and going on the bench. Gonna clean that, open up the third bolt again a little bit more so we can actually put it in there. We're missing like nothing. It's really not that much we're missing, so it's gonna be quick. Clean the tack we did here that's making a sharp edge, because I hate that thing, and then probably reinstalling everything one more time. So we're gonna be able to just disconnect those two this time, and it should work. So that's quite cool. Quite a cool. All right, let's do that. Where's my drill? It's here. Loud noise. girlfriend is back from a dinner she had. Welcome back.
I just had sex. I'm about to eat nachos! It's the greatest moment of my life! Unless you screw it up with whatever it is you're about to say.
You love that it's louder? Nachos! How you doing, sir? What's up, Blue? Hope you had a great evening so far. Hope you had a wonderful day, my man. Look at this, look at this, look at this. We're drilling a new hole for a new pipe. Going right in here. Boop. That's gonna move right up. It's smoking hot. So that's gonna go right up there, and it's gonna have our little purple module right on top here. So we already tested everything, and we did a really good job notching that thing. So that thing's sitting right in place right now. We're probably going to take a little reference point and make sure we clean it just a touch more. But honestly, just looking at it, it feels like I'm gonna be able to just sand it and weld it right there. So I think I have a small gap at the back there, but it's gonna be easy to fix or to close with a welder. So people feet. So yeah, we can start removing everything one more time, and then we're gonna open that up a little bit, just come like 2 millimeters away from our white circle there, 2 to 3 millimeters. Then we're gonna start welding our pipe on top, and yeah. Don't know if I'm gonna be actually welding it tonight. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be a super long stream. I'm feeling so freaking tired tonight. It's kind of crazy. I just want to sit in front of my computer and stop thinking. That's pretty much how I'm feeling right now. I know I have a good big day coming up tomorrow, and I'm just like, ooh. You know what I want? I want to drink sparkling water. That's really what I want to do right now. I know it's random, but it's just straight fact. All right, let's remove that. So I'm gonna be removing the turbo one more time. So we put a gasket in there, but actually it was maybe too early for that. Said nobody ever. I mean, I love sparkling water, to be fair, with a bit of a flavor in it, like grapefruit sparkling water is top tier, to be fair. Like, I mean, okay. If you propose a beer or sparkling water, obviously I will go with a beer, let's be honest. The thing is, sparkling water is 0 calories, and a beer is all of them. So based on that, knowing that I'm not moving as much in a day now because I'm back working in front of a computer, I'm a little bit worried about some weight gain happening in the next few weeks. You know, like Like, just like if that could happen, you know, which is probably a possibility, like a huge possibility. So yeah, gonna try to prevent that from happening. Gonna try to take care of myself a little bit. Many. How many calories in your beer? Yes. Hopla. Oh yeah, we had tape too there, which is not ideal when you want to seal. So we're gonna remove that for now. We're maybe going to put it that way next time. We'll see. It has a crushing part basically, so we'll see that later on. Let's put that there for now. All right. Getting somewhere with that, that's for sure. Gonna probably put that part, like remove my studs from it here, and go ahead and just put that on the flat, the belt sander on the flat spot there, and just make sure it's really flat before putting the seal for the last time. But yeah, for now we're just gonna remove that, open that up a little bit, and see how it's going. 13 mil. I had the 13 mil in my hand not so long ago. It's right here, I think. Yes, it is. So do you see what I'm doing there? Not at all. So what I'm gonna do is test. Actually, what I'm gonna do right now is test if our design is working or if it's a shit tier design. I will try to remove the left side of the pipe here without removing the right side. So it should be a matter of opening that one up here. So if I'm just going like that and starting that one too. So definitely not something I could be doing if the engine was cold. Was hot, I mean. Because it will freaking destroy my hand. I'm gonna open up the top section here. Those two bolts can get out. Just so we'll release at least one part here. Nailed freaking it. So yeah, honestly, the way it is placed, it's gonna be a really good wastegate flow, I think. Like, I know people have wastegate working well at 90 degrees. So we are not even 90 degrees, we are maybe like at 60 or 70 degrees. So it should be pretty good, the placement there. All right, so that one, that's done. Now I can grab my other tool here and do that. There we go. So that I'm just going to make sure we're not losing any part by putting that on top here. Look how good that is. And then I should be able to do that. All right, that part here at the bottom is really well tied together. we're gonna need... Oh, not too bad. There we go. Hopla. So the design so far is working really great. Really, really great. What's up, Clutter? Let's go! Yeah, it's not looking too bad, eh? If you haven't seen that on Monday, well, we did this entire section in 3 hours, while this one took forever. And now everything is working quite good. I can take it in and out just like I want. And we are installing the wastegate right now, so it's going pretty well. We're having a real good time. I've seen worse, let's say that. I've seen way worse than that. I'm gonna need to clean everything, probably gonna run some water and then some air through it just to catch everything, or degreaser or whatever, just to catch a metal particle that are stuck in there. Honestly, maybe just gonna push some tap water through it with pressure just to make sure it's as clean as possible inside there. But yeah, oh, let's do that. All right, let me do a little cleanup here. What up? Lump is not in here to show me his new sound. I added the new sound on Flump. I also added the worst thing ever that Hawk knew about. Congrats, Hawk, on your 6th, 7th sound? I'm not sure anymore. Holy moly, you fantastic human being. Yup, Hawk with another, and on top of that, she gave 2 of them to some people. She gave one to NPV, and she gave one to Siphon. So imagine, she could have even more than that. Yeah, I need to do that because she already sent it to me, guys. She said last night, I know what's my next sound. And I was like, oh, well, I want to hear it. Okay, there's a bunch of people in here. You want to see the most cringe little thing I added to the stream for when I have some great stories to tell you? Blue, you're gonna love that. I swear to God, you're gonna love that. Yeah, right? Right, I knew it. Hog thinks the same. He's gonna love it. Front cam. So I added a new vocal command for when I have a great story to tell you guys. It's a jingle, and it is the most cringy little thing out there, and it's chef kiss. I don't know if Chef and Blue are in a raid or not. I want them to really listen to it. I won't play it for no reason otherwise, so it won't be something you will see a lot. They are not answering. You're here? Okay, you want to hear it? You want to hear the worst thing? Story time. Did it work? It didn't! Wait. Story time. Why is it not working? Should be working. Grrr, I'm mad now. I'm mad. That's there. My command there, story time is there. Command, story time should go right there. Grab that. Make it visible. Everything's good so far. Okay, let me check my overlays, guys. It's written the right way and everything. Yes, that was anticlimactic, right? I should have tested it before. Forgot about it. I'm gonna remake the connection there. Okay, let's try it. All right. Is the command is in here? Yes. Story time. Story time. Let's go. Oh no, it's gonna trigger again. Okay, we're good. It's so cringe. It's laggy a little bit too. I'm gonna need to make sure I'm playing it before stream. But oh yeah, it's good. Eh? It's so good. When I know I'm gonna be for 10 or 15 minutes playing, like chatting about something, like an event or something. It is the cringiest perfect jingle to start the story. So honestly, be prepared, we're gonna see it every once in a while. It's so good. I love it so much. I did that last night and I was like, it's so cringe, I love it. That's gonna be up to you, Hawk. You're the one that's gonna have to remember it, so you know. I'm not the one that needs to worry about it. I could give you a French word, so I'm sure you're gonna fuck it up writing it every single time. That was a bit mean, eh? No, it's just...
Oh my god, I'm holding a freaking
Hi. What is a hawk in French? Faucon. How do you write faucon? Your name will be Fan de Faucon in French. Hawk fan. Next wipe, you're gonna name yourself Faucon Enjoyer on stream. On the turkey, I mean. All right. Dual side. There we go. So we have our pipe going right here, like that. Yep, I have a mark here telling me where the turbo was. So we're gonna have that right here. Yeah, I have a little gap at the back here, but it's really nothing, to be fair. It's so good, guys. It's really so good. Best notch so far in not a lot of time. I'm gonna be able to tack it right there and make sure everything's great there. I think I'm gonna tack it on the car, not here, just to make sure, you know, but yeah. Fair. So I'm gonna be opening up that hole a little bit more. Really need to make sure where that thing is gonna be sitting once and for all, because otherwise it wouldn't be so good. Well, my line is pretty accurate actually, so yeah, if I'm just going and leaving like at least 2 millimeters everywhere, we should be good. So let's try to do that and open that up here. That gap needs to be pushed further. I don't have the best tool for that. I think it's gonna be really with that and just opening that like that and then like this, and we're gonna try. Probably gonna put that on my knees and do that. Just like so. Like that. Oh, that's not bad. Loud noise. Focus voice. Focus voice. Focus voice. My butt has difficulties tonight. So we're out of battery on the grinder for now. So we're gonna have to check that out eventually. But let's see here what it is giving us. So top part here, I'm pretty much good. It's gonna be the bottom part that I need to push a little bit further. But otherwise, yeah, it's looking pretty good. So top part here and a little bit on that side, and we should be pretty much up there. So we're gonna switch the battery and we're gonna keep going on that. I also removed the tack we had when we brazed that thing, so that's pretty cool. So let's do this. Up, up. So far, so good. It's really going well. I didn't think that thing will be easy to do, but like being it just a straight piece of pipe, it's pretty cool. And also what I was talking to you about is that when you look into there, can you see it? Yeah. Look, you can see my hand on the other end there. So you can see how that there, even if we have quite a good angle on that thing here, it's definitely not a 90 degrees thing. It's gonna be like something like that. So the gas flow in the center here is doing like what, 60 degrees, something like that. This is really good. This is like really the kind of thing you wanna see. So just like that, you can tell from the side, if I remove my hand from there, and I just put that on top here like that, you can tell it's not a 90 degrees, it's more of a wide than anything else, so that's excellent. That's exactly what we want to see for the wastegate setup. So yeah, really happy with that. So far, so good. All right, let's keep going. Yep, then we're gonna have a good wash to do on all those components before that. So bottom here, and then that side a little bit more. Then we're gonna go with the belt sander, maybe with a new belt on it, and just make sure we have a flatter edge so it's gonna be smoother a little bit. And then yeah, should be pretty good. Let's go. Loud noise. Loud noise. All right, so I think we're pretty much there. Looking in here, just need to figure out where it was going exactly, like that. Yep, there we go. Just like that. Fitment is awesome in there. That's where it needs to be, right there. And we have even a better opening than on this side here. So that's perfect. That's gonna be good. So we're gonna be able to tag that right in place there. So like I said, I would prefer to tack it in the car just to make sure we have the proper placement with the turbo and everything, so that it's gonna just like look better basically. But yeah, and I don't think we're gonna have to shorten it, but we're gonna take a look again at it. So let's do that. There we go. What time is it right now? 20:51. Cool. I'm gonna try to maybe place that, tack it in place, and then maybe we're gonna leave it there for tonight. So that way I won't try to push too fast on that thing while being tired and make dumb mistakes. So that's my biggest fear. That's my greatest fear right now, is to make a dumb mistake trying to go too fast on that. I need to catch the nut I drop on the ground. It's over there. There we go. So that one here, I should be able to start it, I think. Nailed it. So I should be able to start it around here. Oh no, I need to be ready, but I need to thread it afterward. So let's do that. That. Starting to have a bunch of things to think of when doing that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, come on. Perfect. There we go. I think my girlfriend let the dogs go out and he saw the, I don't know how you call them in English. We have a thingy living under our shed at the back in the corner of our terrain, and I just don't know the name in English for those things. Now that I think of it. What is this? Warhog? Is that a thing? I think so. Woof. There we go. That. What else? Where's my 13 mil again? I used it, then I drop it here, use my other tool there. So I put my 13 mil somewhere. But where? I move a bunch of things while we were chatting and saying stupid things. Oh, that's my 10 mil. My nose is itchy. That, I have no clue. I hate myself sometimes. But so far, it's going really well to put all that together. All right, I'm gonna do what I didn't want to do. See, that's the kind of move that could put me into trouble. So we're just gonna sit it in place. We're gonna release that. Do that. That way it's gonna be easier. I'm gonna start bolting the top since I still have a bit of play here. Oh, I forgot to notch it. Shit. Well, we know we're gonna have to replace it eventually, like to move it again, remove it. That's what I meant. So no big deal, but still, we have a lot to have to think about it while we were out of the car. I'm just gonna go with that. That. Just a touch. There. That can't move. That can't move. Everything's back in its place. Let's go. Easy. That's gonna be right here, sitting around there. Like so. Boop. So what we're gonna do is bring the turbo again, sit it in place. Now, I'm afraid of damaging one thing or losing one thing here, so I'm gonna put that plate back in there. The plate that prevents the turbine wheel from getting released, just because now I feel like it may pry on one side, so it's not ideal. I need to reorder a 90 degrees silicone elbow too. Oh yeah, that's why I also ordered some stainless steel 3 inches pipe, because we need some to do the actual intake manifold, the intake pipe. There we go. We don't need the gasket for now, that's for sure. That. So we are just adding the weight on it. When are you out of your job, Hawk? I don't know if you're still there. Asking for a friend, you know. Oh, let's try the back then. Oh, yo, that's the quickest time we got it. There. So let's try to find the one I just dropped on the floor again. Up, there it is. There, and let's throw it at the back here, opposite side, so we're just gonna crush it in place. Like so. Grab my 14 mil again. Oh, there was my 13 mil low. That. I was going the wrong way then. There we go. So just want to make sure we're going to be perfectly placed, like so, like so. Whew, that's sexy. Let me clean that. Loud noise. raucous voice. All right, so I just did a small bevel on that because it's better for welding afterward. So just like so, boom. That would be our final placement right here. So I'm tempted to just tack it in place and see if our wastegate is really fitting good in there, because I'm 99% sure it will be good. Let's grab the MIG welder for that tack. Anyway, part of the pipe is milled steel, so I could do it entirely with the MIG, it will be good, but I want to keep practicing with the TIG, so we're gonna TIG weld that. Also, it's stainless, so we just want to do it with that there. Opening the gas. That. What a W sound that one. Holy shit, that's the first time we hear it, and damn, that's a W. That's a big, big W. One of the best out there. Holy. Somebody once told me the world is going crazy. All right, let's go. So let's set that in place and let's tack it with 1 or 2 tack, probably 2. You know, when it's easy to actually find the spot where it wants to be. I said while moving it, but shh. That's not a great tack, but it's gonna do the job. Let's send one at the back just to make sure. There we go. Woo! Perfect. Welding in the hole. Is that some progression? I feel like it is. All right, let's see how it is actually looking with the wastegate on top there. I would like to be able to hold it in place, but for now we can't. But it is holding by itself, to be fair. Like, as long as I'm not shaking it. Look at that. Now, hood-wise, I think we're good, but I think we're gonna have to test it out. So I'm gonna have to tack weld that quickly and just test the hood eventually on top of here. So one thing I'm gonna do, I think it's a 14 mil, that one. Is it? No, it's a 13.2, perfect. I'm gonna be just moving around that one. Not the way I want you to go. Want it to go that way. Just so we have a really good idea of where that's gonna sit. Like so. And that here will be able to go through there and there. I feel like technically I could almost push the 90 degrees bend right back, but that's not what we want. But look, if I wanted, I could almost push that right back in. Boop. I would just love it to be a little bit smoother than that. I could maybe cut the angle a little bit in there. But doing that is gonna bring it somewhere I really don't want that much. Yeah, that could almost go right there, right at the back there. That's crazy. But my ideal scenario right now is to put the flex pipe in there. So that small flex pipe right here. Right somewhere around here. Maybe really close to it, we'll see. Just like that, and then push it down there.
And his name is Nancy.
Oh yeah, man, it's cool, eh? Let's go! There you go. Hope it wasn't too loud the first time we're hearing it. Let's go! That's so cool. That's fire, man. I gave you a good one with 16 seconds length. It is like the shit. Front cam. Yeah, that's the shit. Lumpsina is really, really great too, though. Honestly, Hawk is not here. I think you have one of the best sounds out there, Lump. You really are building a library of sound that is unequal on Earth, I think. It's like, mwah, chef kissed. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. See, everyone is a banger. That's crazy. That's just crazy. All right, you want to see a new banger we have in here too, Lump? I did a little something for when it's the time for a little story. Are you ready for your like dose of cringe? Your like moment of a sweet little jingle? You ready? Story time. Story! Let's go! It's so good! The cringe is, mwah, it's perfect. Like, I'm not gonna abuse it, but when I know I'm about to talk for 15 minutes about something that happened over the weekend, that's what we're gonna trigger there. It's gonna be so good. And to come back to what you were saying, Blue, I totally agree. The little purple touch there is just something else, right? And the crazy thing is that one of the reasons I want it on top there is because there's gonna be two things like that. I already mentioned it, but let me show it again, because now it's getting a bit more serious there. Sounds good. Dual side. So basically, Blue, we're gonna have that one on that side, and we're gonna have one about here like that. So we're gonna have one on each side. Maybe if it clears, but I don't think it will. I would say maybe on top here to make it as symmetrical as possible. But that won't clear the hood, I think. that one here because I need to connect in there, except if, well, depending on how the pipe is moving up here, maybe it will actually. Maybe we're gonna be able to put it like here. Boop. So that's gonna be one of the big thing here. So we might have that right here, right there, who knows? That could be fire like that. Like even that one, like I said, we're gonna need to just tack it in place and make sure it is actually okay with the hood in there. I could really tack it right now because we're gonna be able to pivot it no matter what with the V-bend. That's the crazy thing with V-bend. You can basically twist it wherever you want. So yeah, we might have that and that here. The best thing will be around here, to be fair. And that thing's gonna be the thing making the noise on my turbo system. Yep, somewhere around here, maybe more like that, or that here. I want it to be visible, but I don't want it to be close to the hood because we need to put a fitting on top and everything, and that's already really close. So we have that piece of silicone moving at the front here, then it's gonna be a piece of tube doing a 90 degrees in there to come out of here. So yeah, we're gonna need to figure that out. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be around here or there. There is gonna be too close, I think. Yeah, maybe around here. Stoof, whoop, stoof. Let's go. Let's freaking go. So yeah, we're gonna have both of those in place, ready to do some great thing. I'm gonna tack that one, and so next time we're gonna be ready to just go ahead and probably test the hood one more time before taking everything out and going for a welding session. Probably on Sunday if I have time this weekend. It's probably going to be on Sunday. I need to make sure where I'm centering that. I think this is pretty much good. So I just need to try to make sure I am as centered as possible. That looks pretty dope, I think. I have to say something, maybe just that. Forward, backward seems good. All right, let's go. I'm gonna tack weld that. Just too little tack, cause that one we might need to move it, but I think we're gonna be pretty good. That will be just two welds, two small ring to weld next time, and we will be done with the wastegate. It's moving fast right now. When I told you it was the worst what we had at the bottom, I wasn't kidding at all. Like that 180 degrees bend was a big thing, but now it's moving straight forward. There we go. There we go. I'm not afraid to drop it on the ground, which is cool. And I'm gonna be able to test the fitment with the hood. And if that's not fitting, well, we're just gonna be, if that's not fitting with the hood, we're just gonna be basically cutting that down a little bit and moving that. What the heck was that one? What's up, Only Kyle? How you doing, sir? Hope you had a wonderful day today. On my side, I did. A busy, intense day, but feeling great. So are we saying this is looking good? Woo! Wastegate mounted, tacked in place. So we're gonna have to weld that in, and then we should be pretty good. So that's the crazy thing, guys. When I was saying like this, the fun part about V-bend, this is it. I come in here, I just release that a little bit, like so, and now I can twist it. So when it's gonna be time to actually assemble my pipe to return in there, well, it's just gonna be a matter of twisting that where I want it to be, connecting it, like just putting it back together like that, and there we go. Now I can just create my piece of pipe going down there. And that piece of pipe is gonna be pretty much straightforward, because I think I'm gonna maybe buy a little something to make the flange there, or maybe I don't know if I could cut that one just to get the tube, the piece of pipe out of it. Because honestly, right there, if I was to cut it and put that in like so, I feel like I could almost have enough to notch it, you know, because with that and that. Yeah, next step is going to be to weld that. Once this is welded, we're gonna start doing our piping in here going towards the rear. And from there, we're gonna start working on we're gonna try to do the downpipe, and then we're gonna fuse that somewhere in there. Because yeah, I really think we are almost good to go here. If I could bring that right there, which I think is possible, maybe even with an angle, maybe we could plug it right there. Or like that. Like, you know, right now anything similar to that could work. I don't want it to be a 90-degree going back in there, but it will almost work, to be fair. Like this is supposed to fit in here through the hood. Frankie would approve. It was good. Picked up Buddy Velosteran on the way home to go over it before to cross benefits of knowing Hyundai Tech, I guess. Yeah, let's go. That's sick. That's sick. Yeah, it's this weekend, right? So here, I'm guessing that one's gonna be looking like that, actually. So we're gonna put our little controller around here. Here we said connector going through there or something like that, and then we're gonna have that thing here going with a piece of vacuum pipe holding to a clamp in here, plugging in there, and that also receiving our turbo reference. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's gonna be amazing. Need to see if I need to water cool that one. Absolutely, I don't think so, but yeah, you can basically push a bit of water through it. When I say water, it's coolant basically, but yeah. Yep, so that here, that there, piece of pipe in between them just to make sure, and from there here, I will be happy to just throw it back in there. That will be good. But I don't want it to be that, so I'm gonna probably cut it in the middle there to have a 45 degrees, and we're gonna see what we can do with that. Because I feel like we might be able to twist the angle to create something interesting visually, like a little bend going back in there, but we won't have too much things to do. But yep, there's something here we can maybe use. Do you like the wastegate position, Only Cow? Do you think it might give us the proper functionality. I'm happy because we're not 90 degrees and we're not too far. It's a bit of a long pipe, but it's really not that bad. And when looking at it, it's really doing like a Y in here and not being 90 degree against that bend. Like it's not obviously like a small angle, but it is like really not bad. When you look at it, the flow's going up here, so it's gonna be quite smooth to get up top there. And like, I know 90 degrees mounted wastegate works, so that being like 60 or 70 degrees should be pretty good. It's a long, long pipe. So, yep, pretty happy with the placement there. I'm gonna send the picture maybe to a friend of mine to have his advice. I'm gonna take one. I don't know if I'm gonna send it to him. We'll see. All right, I need to move you guys. Was that for me? I may have made it flow a bit more, but I don't know anything about that. Get Ben to do it. Oh yeah, fair. Like basically, I can show you like a wastegate wise, if you are installing one day an external wastegate and you want to do it by yourself. Basically, there you go, external wastegate. Position. I think it's a Grady or something like it. Some of the big company that did a schema about it. There you go. So let me show it to you guys. Basic knowledge. So external wastegate, basically you have the best flow possible is that one here, where basically you have a Y pipe and the flow is pretty much the same angle to go to the turbo or to go to the wastegate. Therefore, if you were to open that valve here, the exhaust flow will go to where there's less resistance, kind of creating a vacuum if you want, and so it will be easy to extract that exhaust gas. So that's the best placement there. I feel like we're not too far from that, to be fair, because we are in a bend just a little bit further than the bend. So around here, having quite a good angle. We are close to the best flow when I look at it. Yeah, we're really not far from it. What's up, skunk? How you doing, sir? The good flow is when you have a basically exhaust pipe, like an exhaust manifold going straight to the turbo, and you need to put your wastegate at an angle on that straight line here. So this is not our case, because in our case, it kind of is, but in our case, when we're looking through the hole of the pipe of the wastegate, we are not seeing a wall like here, like we're not seeing a piece of pipe. We're more like here where we can see actually the bottom, like a hole through it. So that's good. That means we have more angle than that technically. Pour flow is 90 degrees. It still works, but it's not the best. Could cause some overboosting, situation basically, because if for some reason at some point the way like the flow is going too quickly, like higher RPM stuff, it could create the wastegate not to work properly. And the not recommended pour flow is when your exhaust gas needs to make like quite a big tight turn to extract some exhaust gas. So this is really bad. So we are really in between those two, I would say. Like we're not exactly that, but we're closer to the best flow than the good flow, I would say. So that's pretty crazy when you think of it. I'm really happy with it. There you go. Really, really happy with it. Taking another look at that thing, I'm like, yeah, that's a little bit more like us. Boop. So I would say we did a great job tonight. Look at this, skunk. Look at this, Orange. We did something. We added the first purple thingy. The first purple dongle. There you go. It's not welded entirely. It's just tacked in place, but for tonight it's gonna be that. And we're gonna be welding the entire thing probably on over the weekend or something. That was a good one. So there we go. We're starting to put a bit of chaos in that engine bay, slowly but surely. Because yeah, basically, if you don't know what I meant a bit earlier, we're gonna have a 90-degree bend like this. I don't know if I can actually place it in there. Never successfully put it in place yet, because it is a tight. Come on, you can do it. Need to remember that I'm not bolted entirely on there. Come on, come on, you got this. It's almost there. There you go. So basically we're gonna get that in here like that, and that 90 degrees is gonna bring us somewhere around here, and I'm gonna orientate it so it goes close to that here, that hole right there, because we're gonna have the intercooler piping going here, doing a 90 degree, moving up there, so it should be like pretty straightforward here, and we're gonna have that other one. Let's bring it back another time. We're gonna have the other pretty thing. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna be able to mount it right in front here, guys. That will be sick. Right there. So we will have two shiny little parts right there, almost same distance from the middle of the car. Pretty sure it's gonna be mounted right there, because I need a good angle here, so it's gonna clear space. Let's go. That's gonna be awesome. Because yeah, if I'm setting you around the middle of the car like that, that will mean around here. How cool will that be? So that's gonna be the air, compressed air going in there, getting into our engine. So doing some boost, making some power. Let's go. So we're gonna have purple, 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 and that's gonna be the only touch of purple on the entire engine. So on the entire mechanic. Then eventually we're gonna get stuff like this bracket, probably powder coated black, top of the, like the valve cover here, gold, then black on top here and stuff like that. Yeah, nah, thank you, because it's bad for the bearings and stuff there. But I know why you say that, because the turbo flutter is like one of the greatest sound in the entire world. But honestly, it might do it a little bit. I need to order a new spring for that one, because basically right now in that thing I have a 11 psi spring. I want to put a 7 psi, and basically, I want to put a 7 psi spring, but my wastegate spring is going to be a 5 psi, and I'm planning to run on the street on wastegate pressure, which means 5 psi of boost only. So technically on the street it will flutter, but like being only 5 psi, I don't think it's going to be a big deal for the turbo. And then after that, past 7 psi, it will go straight into the wastegate, the blow off. So we will have a decent noise instead of a doo-doo-doo-doo. So street might be a little bit of flutter, but then blow off valve for big power. So that's the idea probably. So I'm gonna replace the 11 psi by a 7 psi spring, and we should be a gravy. So yeah, here basically, that's not a good example because it won't be that pipe exactly, but we have a pipe that big going all the way around here, 90 degrees through that. Look, it's fitting. It's even fitting right now. But that here is gonna be one of the silicon. Here I had one over there. It's gonna be one of the silicon hose, and it will need probably more than 2, probably 3, but yeah, so we're gonna trim that hole right there, but the idea will be to put that here and have the piping go here, 90 degrees there. And so why am I saying I might need more than 2 of these? It's because we're gonna have the intercooler here, and that side here, it's so close together, I'm probably gonna need 2 of them to have the actual joint and just a piece of pipe in between to join them together. So that's gonna be the idea there. But yeah, so bit of piping to do. And since we're not running crazy high boost, we're gonna be able to just run some decent clamp like that. And I bought the tool to actually put an edge, like a lip, on my piping. So I'm gonna be able to do the lips and make sure it is clamping properly in there. So we shouldn't have some turbo, some like intake piping undoing themselves. Yeah, bead roller, that's what it is. Yeah, I was forgetting the name. So bead roller, I have difficulties with that word. Like a few years ago, they were like a couple of $100, I feel like, and I got one on Amazon for like $70, I think. So I was quite impressed with that. So I just went like, you know what? I'm gonna grab one. Now I'm gonna also have to decide if I'm mounting my little piece of pipe there, because I bought that flange here to maybe mount my wastegate return pipe onto a V-bend, so I could remove that, but I don't think I will. I think it's gonna be part of the downpipe, basically that piece of tube coming up and plumbing there with the flex pipe in there. It's just gonna make it even easier to work with, because like there's no point in doing that and then putting another V-bend for like 6 inches of piping, right? That will be kind of stupid. So I think that one it won't be useful for now. The only other place I could have put it is maybe at the bottom there, at the beginning of my notch, if I had to remove it. But again, I don't think it would have been that useful, to be fair. So I think that one we're gonna, maybe if I have time to return it, that's what's going to happen with it. Where's my bead roller? I don't even remember where I throw it. I have a spark plug gap measurement I'm gonna have to use eventually. But yeah, the bead roller, I throw it somewhere and I'm just like, yeah, that's gonna be for later. So I don't even remember. Is that here? Nope. Oh well, we shall see later on. So I think that's gonna be it for tonight. 3 hours. Hey, I thought I was about to do 2 hours because at the beginning of the stream I was feeling low on energy, but in the end everything went great. So I feel like we just kept pushing there, and that was good. So guys, appreciate you 1,000. You know it. I hope you know it. I hope you know how I love seeing you here. But yeah, we got stuff done, and honestly this weekend, if I can get some times, it's gonna be on Sunday. And I love you, fuck off Blue. The guy is getting so mad, like, no, I love you. And so yeah, so probably on Sunday, on Saturday I'm gonna be live in front of thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people on the national TV. And I'm not even kidding, but I'm gonna be there for a minute 45 seconds. But I'm gonna talk about some big stuff, including the stream on national TV, which is freaking epic. So basically I'm revealing there was a piece of metal in my hair. I'm doing the reveal of the big ass check for the Extra Life campaign. So the amount that we had in Quebec, which is $200,000, like 200 something thousand dollars, that I'm revealing live on TV with, cause I'm the one who got the most, I'm the solo player who got the most, the biggest raise, the biggest campaign this year again. So basically I'm going live on TV and I'm gonna talk about a couple of things because there's some things happening this year. So gonna keep you posted on that. So if I catch you, it's gonna be for sure on Sunday. So have a good night. Best 1 minute 5 in the whole show. Heck yeah, baby. So basically, I'm out for tonight, and I'll catch you probably on Sunday. Have a good one. I love you all. See you. Bye.